Time now for this week's Goofy Award. And I want to warn you right now, as I said, I don't know how this doesn't increase cynicism. But last week it was revealed that Oxfam and other charities in the UK had 120 workers accused of sexual abuse in the past year. I'll repeat that. Oxfam and other charities in the UK had 120 workers accused of sexual abuse in the past year. Oxfam itself reported 87 incidents. 53 were referred to police or other authorities. But this is my point. It's just the tip of the iceberg of aid workers and sexual abuse. Arguably more troubling is the revelation that the Oxfam country director in Haiti admitted using prostitutes after the disaster in Port-au-Prince. He was just one of Oxfam's senior aid workers who paid disaster survivors for sex. That sounds more innocuous than you might think. Disaster survivors. By the way, Oxfam was told of aid workers raping and sexually exploiting children as young as 6 years old in Haiti. But they've also been warned about this nearly 10 years ago, and nothing was done. As the independent newspaper in the UK reports, a 2008 report exposed abuse linked to 23 humanitarian peacekeeping and security organizations operating in Haiti, Ivory Coast, and what was then the Southern Sudan. But it didn't stop there. It doesn't stop there. Last year, the UN Secretary General confessed that there had been 145 sex-related incidents, 311 victims. That's in 2016 alone. And he said, and agreed with me, that this is just a small portion of what's really happening. Worse still, and I'm throwing this out to all these fans of the United Nations, and I hope they have the decency to blush, or better still, fall down on their knees and ask for forgiveness. All the apologists for the United Nations. As the Independent's Andrew McLeod reports, the UN's own database reveals that not one perpetrator has ever been reported to police for prosecution. Not one. And there's hundreds of child rapists, and they've never been sent to jail. I mean, my gosh, if that is not a disgrace, I don't know what is. Here's the question. Given the relentless stream of reports, though, this is the other aspect of it. Why haven't you heard about this? And most people haven't. You don't see it on the celebrity ambassadors to Oxfam's Facebook pages. Or not many of them anyways. Desmond Tutu and Minnie Driver have both resigned their positions as ambassadors for Oxfam. Good for them. But generally speaking, this has been a story out there. I've talked about it before, and I know that. But what's the deal? Why haven't we heard more about that? Is it because their non-governmental organizations been involved? The NGOs? That a halo's been put around them? You know, our kids graduate from high school thinking the wonderful work these nonprofits do. And there are nonprofit charities to do wonderful work, but not in this case. Disaster relief aid workers, are held to such high esteem. And in a lot of cases, that's not justified. So maybe the attitude is, let's not burst the bubble with images of people who have literally traded food and shelter and other necessities for sex. For some people who denigrate the power relationships in capitalism, isn't this the ultimate power abuse? Your life for sex? Give me a break. Disgraceful. And I think it's made all the worse because it receives so little publicity. Finally now, this week, thanks to a couple of independent newspapers, or the Independent, the Spectator, others in the UK. But virtually no consequences for the perpetrators. What a disgrace. Sorry to leave you with that one. I hope you do go out and have a great weekend. And thanks for listening to Money Talks. Find us on moneytalks.net.
She's a killer queen, gunfight, each other teen.